Hi everyone, and welcome to this first video where I will be reviewing my first trade for my TopStep challenge. Technically, this is actually my second trade that I put in, or my second trading day. My first trading day, I was still getting used to how to put in trades on TradingView after connecting my trade of 8. So I had went into some negative of about $500. So this is my second trading day technically, and I had screen recorded my screen while I was trading, and so now I'm going to just be doing a voiceover of what had happened in this trade. So just before we play it, I will just explain where I marked off my zones. You can see here, I had marked off from the 15-minute time frame, some higher highs and some higher lows, previous higher low here, and then this was a higher high line. And so this trade was on January 24 at I would say around 4:30 a.m. because this time here is when I had saved the video. So it was about 4:30 a.m. Hawaii time. And so I saw these two double tops right here, and I saw that the candle broke below this previous higher low, and so I had entered on the 15-minute. And so here we will just kind of watch out what had happened. So I did do a 2-to-1. This was a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I'm just zooming out so that we could fully see what the structure was. It was at an all-time high, and so I didn't really know where to aim for by just trading and looking at the chart itself. Also keep in mind that I am new to transitioning into Forex from futures, so I didn't really look at what was going on in Nas100. I was still getting a feel of what was going on, where price was heading towards, and so that's why I did take a sell, although it was a counter trend trade. I took a sell because of these cues that I saw of it making a double top, breaking below the previous higher low. And so I did want to aim towards another higher low, thinking that it would go back down to around where my take profit is at 17,619.50. I was thinking that it would bounce back down and then, make its way back up. So here we can see that we are going into our stop loss zone, which is okay. I did make my stop loss slightly above that previous higher high line. I think actually I based that line off of the 1 hour. So just by looking back at this trade, I think it was a good place to enter, but perhaps maybe I could have been a little bit more patient and waited for another candle to close below that 15-minute higher low. So price is just kind of bouncing in between these two zones that I had throughout. If we look slightly to the left, it is in an area where there is indecision in the market right around here. But that was the risk I was willing to take, just because I was not sure where price could have gone if it continued up. I just didn't know where to target. I could have just randomly targeted a 2-to-1 to the upside again, but I kind of found that it was easier for me to just take a sell because I had those zones marked out. So we just wait patiently as the market decides where it wants to go. I think if I went on the lower time frame, like the 5-minute, we could have seen a little bit more direction of the market. I feel like we would have seen price in a zone right around here, but I just decided to stick on the 15-minute for this trade, just to kind of give myself a broader idea of where the market could be going. So one thing that I learned from this trade is keep your patience. I remember looking at the market thinking that, oh, maybe I should exit out. But, I had made that analysis already, so I might as well follow through on it and just see the outcome of the trade. So probably right here on this candle, it would have been a better time to maybe enter, because I should have known that there was going to be the possibility of a bull candle after that big bearish candle that appeared here. So here I am second guessing if I should exit out the trade. So finally going in some profits after 15 minutes of being in the trade. And I think here, am I gonna close it? I think I really wanted to close it because at this point I just wasn't sure It just felt like the market was ranging. So hit that first higher low, previous higher low. So going down on the 5-minute, finally, we can see this market structure, and I think so right there I was just pointing out, looking at how the market was moving, was making higher low, lower high, but not really breaking through. And there I will move my stop loss lower. To this previous indecision candle. But I don't want to move it too close to get stopped out. So at this point I see that, it's not really breaking through that previous higher low. Going down on the 1 minute, we can see that it's heading back up and it's gonna hit our stop loss. So that concludes our first trade. It was a good note to make to see. So here I'm just looking at the profit we made today, 135.82. It's pretty good for my first. Technically, I'm going to count this as my first trade. But if we just scroll back into the video a little bit, I had jumped into the 1 minute time frame, and so here was the indication. I think around here I should have jumped into the 1 minute sooner to see this, that it was rejecting this line here and it was going to make its way back up. But that was a learning lesson to take in, and we will be on our way to the next trade.